afternoon, honey. How you doing?
Good afternoon. I am fantastic. How are you?
Okay, I'm doing great, doing great.
We are so excited just to be a part of the community and talk to others. If you have more places that we can do so. And we are doing the work. And I see the change in schools.
Wonderful.
Where people are just casually talking about gender and sexuality. It's like coffee or tea or something.
I love it.
Even the little ones are like, well, I don't care. I like boys and girls. And you're 10. I'm like, oh, of course. That's fine.
And that's wonderful because that way, if they're starting at this level, by the time they get to your level, ain't nobody gonna be able to turn them around.
Nothing.
Back in the day, when homosexuality was considered wrong, they would castrate men and they would give women hysterectomies. I was married when I was 14 years old because I was queer, and my mother was trying to get rid of that. That was happening back in my generation.
Yeah, y'all had to fight.
Yes. A lot of people assume that, because we are this age, we have nothing to offer or that we should be out to pasture like the rest of the cows, retired and not speaking up for ourselves. What I call a now generation of elders and older people are not taking that. We refuse to be invisible.
She said, we will be seen. Let me be seen.
I want to see the change continually going. Homophobia dealt with. People never have to worry anymore about conversion therapy. And people learn to love each other and learn tolerance.
Tell me how it all began.
Well, it all started because it was time for it to be started.
I know, that's right.
And it was just the time that everybody was sick and tired of being sick and tired. Everybody had enough and enough. How I got involved was I'm on my way to P-Town because some of my in-the-closet friends, I drive them up to P-Town every year. It came over the radio. There was a disturbance in Greenwich Village. Okay, that sounds like something I want to be involved in.
Come on now, it's something in the action.
And I took my little friends over there to the nearest taxi place, gave the taxi guy the money, said, get them to P-Town, I'm going back to New York. And I went back to the Stonewall. I got there Saturday night. Sylvia Rivera and I arrived at about the same time. And she was like, honey, what's going on? I said, baby, I don't know, but whatever it is, we're in it, So by this time, the cops were everywhere, what they could get, And so we ran.
You got chased?
We got chased by one cop. And me and Sylvia Rivera said, come on, honey, let's run. Let's get it. So we did. We ran back and got into the fray. It lasted from that Friday until that Monday. That was 52 years ago. Who knew that was going to be like this, and that would be the beginning of a gay rights movement. After 25 years, I was presented with the Stonewall flag. It said 25 years Stonewall, and they presented me with the crown. So every year, especially during Gay Pride Month, I wear the crown.
Perfect. I love it so much.
So tell me something about yourself.
Beginnings?
Yeah.
Honestly, my beginnings was me growing up and being like, I see no elders like me. I see no grown-ups who talk out in the open, who are like me, who are Black and like me too. It doesn't exist. When I became a peer health educator, that's where I really got the ball rolling. Teens Pact is positive actions and choices for teens. It's of Community Healthcare Network, and we're basically teens who go out. We teach about healthy relationships, communications, sexual health, and we teach workshops by teens, for teens, because we know teens listen to teens. I started teaching sex ed, and I was like, wait a minute, why can't my gym teacher say the word sex to me? The only thing that was taught was, here's how you get HIV, don't get HIV. I was like, no, I want to change this. We teach all the things, all the protections for every gender and sexuality. We need comprehensive, non-judgmental sex ed for all ages.
Yeah.
It's consent, it's body autonomy, it's teaching kids that it's okay to love whoever you want.
As well as loving yourself.
And loving yourself.
Yeah, I always say, the biggest thing is love yourself, live your truth, and laugh in the face of adversity. Everything else will fall into place.
I need to know, I really need to know, what did you do for fun in the youth? What was the queer community like back in the day?
No, honey, no, that's one thing. I'm the wrong person to ask.
No, you wasn't out there into partying? Come on now. Come on, Reverend Kennedy.
Partying, I wasn't, no, honey, really. I was involved in the women's movement. And I was working with people like Bella Abzug, Gloria Steinem. And so things were going on in the women's movement, you know, leading up to what happened at Stonewall. You know, I was still involved in civil rights. So there really wasn't that much like partying for me, you know. And then like when I did, I'm poly. I am a polyamorous woman. Also a nudist. When we go places where we could go on the nude beach and things like that. So if that you want to call that partying, well, I guess you could now.
What you mean that's not partying? You was having fun. I just
was having fun like that, yeah.
I just needed to know, like, there was not all just trauma and, like, there was still fun.
Oh, yeah.
And joy. For fun, I love to draw, do art, paint, and I love to create. I'm, like, a creative person. That's just who I am. With my art, I started a art for donations for young trans women, Black trans women especially, because I was like, y'all get it the hardest. I'm giving it to y'all. So I would draw art, people would donate, and I'd be like, all right, I'll give you a little something, something. They submitted me for the Colin Higgins Award. It's an award given to young activists, and found out that I won.
Yes. Yeah, and you're so deserving of it. Okay.
Thank you. I'm with my chosen family because my family's still like, they don't know nothing about my awards, about my life. They don't.
You don't think they would be proud?
They're so not accepting. It's like,
so don't be too upset that your family's not accepting, because you know what happens is they're not going to accept you because they're not accepted. So that's why it goes back to what I said to you about living your truth.
It's so freeing not to be in any labels. Me being non-binary is fantastic. I've ascended from gender. I could play with my fashion, my presentation. I could look any way that I want. And that's like so powerful to me.
Non-binary, that was new to me, and I think it's wonderful. I want to keep it up, please. You know?
What inspires me to keep going is people like you, like is the elders. Like I get to watch you and be like, oh, I could live to that age. I didn't think I was gonna be alive for this long. I was like, oh, someone's gonna take me out. Like they're gonna do something to me if I keep being this loud and proud.
No, keep doing it. Be loud. Be proud. Always. You know?
I'm in awe. I'm in shock. Like I'm excited. Like I want to go out in the streets right now. Like,
well, you might have a chance to, because one of the things that's happening today is they're still trying to do conversion therapy. They may not be attacking your body parts, but they're trying to attack your mind. So this is why it must change. Everybody needs to get in touch with their congresspeople and whatever, and so that conversion therapy comes off the books and they don't try to enforce this into a law, and we might have to take it back to the streets again. The thing is that us seniors, we started it. Y'all youngins, y'all finish it.
I know that's, yeah. Period. Yes, I am. Now I got the spirit of my elders in me. I got it in my soul and be like, listen.
Yeah.
Here. Okay. I'm so happy that I get to talk to you.
I'm so happy to meet you. And I am so proud of the award that you got, you know, and go for some more awards.
Okay.
And just be strong, be invincible, be unmovable, and don't let nobody turn you around.
To keep fighting, Reverend Kennedy?
I would say rum and Coca-Cola.
Oh, come on.
No.